And welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Physics 2021 External Exam Paper 1 question 23. Now you would have noticed on the channel I've started splitting up all the questions into individual videos, mainly so I can go into a bit more depth on each question. That way each full exam video isn't like 2 hours long. And it also allows you to have a bit more study material. If you only struggle with certain types of questions, you can go watch those in the playlist. And if you have any questions or during any of these videos, like I said before, leave something in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer it. If you guys need a Physics External Exam bundle pack, the link is in the description below. But otherwise, let's get straight into question 23. So let's understand what's going on here. So the diagram shows a metal rod with a mass of 10 grams and a length of 8 centimeters, suspended in a uniform magnetic field of 0.5 Tesla. There is no electric current through the metal rod when it's in position 1. And we can get given a diagram here and we can see the magnetic field. Okay? And we can see there's no power at the moment, so no current, so it's staying still, it's just hanging there. And then the second picture, when a current I is passing through the metal rod, it moves to position 2 with an angle of 40 degrees to the vertical. And then we can see it physically here as well, and we can see the direction of the current in this position as well. Determine the magnitude of the current required to move the rod to position 2. Right, so first of all, let's understand what's going on in here before we get straight into the math a bit, okay? We have a magnetic force moving it, okay? So here, we've got to understand where the magnetic force's direction is going. So here, this is not moving at all. So we've got to understand the force is keeping it still. Now, there is obviously a gravitational force going down, but the only way it's been able to go from here all the way up to there means there has to be a force in this direction. Now, I'm assuming that would be the magnetic force due to the current. How we can double check it's in that direction though is we could use the right-hand rule. So, now this is only for conventional current, and this is assuming the problem is using conventional current. Your thumb indicates the direction of your conventional current or your velocity. Your palm, being perpendicular to your palm, would be the force of the magnetic field. And then your fingers would represent the magnetic field strength of the Tesla. Now, let's understand this position here, because we've got the direction of the current, and we also have the direction of the magnetic field. It goes north to south. So it goes up like this here. So here, if I were to point my fingers in the orange direction, and I were to stick my thumb in the direction of the current, you could probably see your force, your palm, would be facing this way and be perpendicular, which matches this idea here. So the right-hand rule here definitely verifies that direction, definitely. Now, what we've got to understand is how can we use this to help us? We need now an expression that has everything required in this question here, because we've been given mass, length, and that there, okay? So, first of all, we should probably create a quote-unquote force triangle for it, okay? That is where the 40 degrees is going to be. Now, what's very important as well is the direction of the magnetic field. Even if it was here, the angle is still going to be perpendicular to it. So the angle at which the field is with the line here is still perpendicular, which means it's going to be like sine of 90 or cos of 0, depending on which formula you're using for magnetic force. Now, let's construct some stuff out of this. So we've been given magnetic field strength, length, and current. So we could probably use this formula here from your data sheet. Okay. So force is magnetic field strength times current times length sine of theta. Now, because the magnetic field is perpendicular to it, the sine of theta can be equal to 1 because it would be 90 degrees. So we can realistically just write F equals BIL. Okay. Now, the force due to gravity would be mass times acceleration due to gravity. Now, in this case here, let's put this all into one picture. So here we've got probably a tension force going up there as well, but we've also got that force and that force there. So let's understand this in a picture. So you've got the force due to gravity going down. You've got the magnetic force going this way, and therefore you probably have that tension force going this way as well. So here, this puts us all into one diagram. Now, the angle at which this is this 40 degrees here. So, we've got everything we need to put it all together. Now, how this helps us is we can now start working out the quote-unquote current strength, because we've been given the magnetic field strength, which is 0.5 Tesla. We've been given the mass, which is 100 grams. So you'd have to divide that again. So 100 grams, you've got to think, all right, how many quote-unquote, what's it called? How many grams are in a kilogram? Well, you would have to divide that by 1,000, because there is 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So when they say, oh, what's going on here? I've just loaded up a different page here on accident. Sorry. Don't know if you could see that there. So here for mass, we'd have to write 10 over 1,000 to convert it to SI units. Now here, you've also got the length, it's in centimeters. So you have to divide that by 100, because there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So 8 divided by 100 for your length as well. So length is 8 over 100. This is all we've got at the moment. Now, in this situation here, we've got to somehow merge this stuff into one quote-unquote formula. Now, you could probably use trigonometry here, because it is a vector equation here. Well, not vector equation, it is a vector setup. So here, we can think, alright, that's the opposite, that's the adjacent. So that means tan of 40 degrees is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, which is the magnetic force, over the gravitational force. Now we can work out what tan of 40 is using our calculator. Make sure you are in degrees, not radians, like I am in. So this gives us a number here, if I can move a lot of this stuff here. Sorry guys, the computer's just glitching a bit. Don't mean to do that on purpose. Let's move that there. Okay. So here, now we also have got the gravitational force as well, which is acceleration, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. So here we can chuck all this information together. So what I would do is I write just tan 40, so that gives you 0.839 equals, and then the top bit here we can just go BIL over mg, and now we want to get the current by itself. So multiply both sides by the mass and gravity. Equals BIL, and then divide both sides by B and L. So you have the current equal 0.839 mg over BL. Now you can chuck that into your calculator. So 0.839 times by the mass, which is 10 over 1,000 times 9.8 over the magnetic field strength, which is 0.5 Tesla, times by the length, which is 8 over 100, and then you chuck that into your calculator. So let me just do that now. So this bit here times by 10 over 1,000 times 9.8, and then 0.5 times by 8 over 100. Times there. Okay, so we get approximately the current is 2.05 amps. Now, do they want it to any decimal places at all? Nope, we can just write as 2.5 amps. Now that is a hard question to do, because you've got to think of how they construct it like that. Now, again, if they want it to a certain decimal place, you would round it to a certain decimal place. So you can just maybe leave it like that. But if they want it to one decimal place, because it's a 5, you would round up to 2.1 if you wanted to. Okay. Now, if you have any questions about this one here, leave something in the comments. If you guys want a physics external exam bundle pack, the link is in the description below. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.